Hi guys, my name is Mithun and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this YouTube tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can easily make your OBS run faster without actually tweaking advanced settings like a professional. After this tutorial, you will observe that your OBS is running much more smoothly and you're also able to record for a longer period of time. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. Because OBS is such a CPU intensive application, I have actually switched from OBS to PepoCloud. PepoCloud is a web application, which means that it uses less CPU resources and it can also run on the web browser itself, which means that you don't need to install anything on your computer. So since the past 7 months, I've been using PepoCloud and I can pretty much vouch for the stability and performance of this platform. If you are also confused about OBS and OBS is not working properly with your computer, you may want to give PepoCloud a try. Now let's jump into the tutorial. As you can see, I have the OBS software opened up in my computer, and in my sources panel, you will see that I have multiple sources already selected and ready to go. Right now, there are multiple audio streams also available in my audio mixer, and there is only one scene in the scenes panel, which means that if my computer is a average computer that you can get for like $600 online today, it will still be able to run this software without any problem. But let's say that you're running OBS on a really old computer, and your computer cannot actually keep up with the software running, and there are glitches, there are delays in audio capture and video capture, and sometimes when exporting the footage isn't saved. In order to resolve all of these options, you need to optimize how you use OBS. The first thing, start with the operating system itself. See, if you're running OBS on Windows operating system and your computer is older than 5 or 6 years, I would strongly suggest you to actually move to a Linux platform, especially Linux Mint or Linux Ubuntu, because these two platforms are pretty much the same. They actually run on Debian Linux, but these are actually faster than Windows, and you will notice how faster the performance will be if you just switch from Windows to Linux to give it a try. I noticed a significant change in performance when I actually installed Linux Mint onto my computer that's older than 7 years, and believe me, it runs like a charm. And I've been using that particular laptop for all my lightweight work, like blogging, content creation, and even schedule planning. So if you're somebody who does not need Windows operating system for a particular need, you should just install Linux and get started with OBS in Linux. And if you're somebody who's worried about the settings and features in Linux as compared to the ones that are available in Windows platform, there's nothing to worry about because everything is almost same. You don't need to do anything, and every setting that is available in Windows is pretty much identical on Linux as well. So OBS will work pretty fine without breaking a sweat. Now, if you have a Windows computer or a laptop, and you don't want to switch to Linux, and you think that your computer can probably run OBS if it is tweaked the right way, then you can start with actually optimizing your entire computer first before optimizing OBS. See, most of the people who struggle with performance when it comes to recording with OBS are the ones who actually have opened up a lot of applications in the background. Although these applications are not used by you, they are still consuming a lot of CPU power. So in order to actually make sure that OBS is the only single platform that is opened up, close every other software that is running in the background. If you can easily do that by going to this particular arrow to show the hidden icons and disabling everything else that is opened along with OBS. As you can see, there are a lot of softwares that are running simultaneously, including Google Chrome, OneNote's Quick Note tool, and then Snagit, and even OBS and private internet access. So if your computer is struggling from performance issues, you can actually exit all of these software from these panel as well, and also close all the softwares that are opened up in your taskbar. After you do that, you actually have a lot of power in your CPU, and all of this power is available for OBS to use, and OBS will more likely run smoother, and there will be no performance lag. Now, the second tip that I have for you in order to optimize the OBS is to actually not use that many resources when recording your screen or window. See, the problem is that if your computer is not that powerful, you will not have that many resources to spend on multiple sources in when you are recording using OBS. So the best option is to actually use the fewer sources to record your screen. In my previous tutorials, I've mentioned that using the webcam for your recordings is a game changer, and you should definitely give it a try if you can. But the problem is that if you're using webcam, it actually requires a lot more firepower to sustain that particular recording. So if your computer is not capable of handling all of these things together, you need to make sure that you don't actually include the webcam recording itself. So remove the webcam recording and record the screen without your webcam. You can actually use your DSLR or even your mobile phone to record a video of you narrating the whole scene, and then embed this inside a video after the OBS is actually finished exporting the video to your computer. I usually do this whenever I actually have to deal with some really low powered computer. All I do is I actually record a video in my DSLR and then put the video on the bottom right corner of the recording after the recording is completed from OBS's end, and I edit it using DaVinci Resolve. So you can also do that, and instead of putting the pressure on your OBS software, you could easily get away with this trick, and it would work without breaking a sweat. The third option is that if you are actually using a monitor that has more resolution than 1080p screen, it means that you are using a 2K resolution monitor or a 4K resolution monitor. Now the problem with these two resolutions is that your computer will have to work extra hard to deliver all those pixels. I would highly recommend you to actually switch to a full HD resolution monitor instead of a 2K or 4K resolution monitor. Full HD resolution monitor is more than enough for today's screen recording and educational purposes, because it is clear, and everybody who has a computer and has a phone can actually watch any video on a full HD resolution without any problem. So if you're running your computer on a 2K resolution monitor and your computer isn't able to cope up with delivering all the resolution, then it is time to actually switch back to a full HD resolution computer, or you may have to upgrade your hardware components like your graphic card or your processor in order to support this computer's monitor. Now the last tip is to actually not add so many effects and filters in your OBS. See, the problem is that many people go overboard with the effects and filters in OBS panel. The problem is that although OBS may not actually tell you this readily, but each effect will put some level of load on your computer. So with each effect you are adding to the source, you're actually adding more and more stress to your computer's hardware and your computer's processor. So make sure that you're not adding unnecessary effects such as removing the green screen or noise suppression or these type of heavy effects on your sources. You can do all of that after the video is recorded and exported onto the folder. You can easily do green screen removal using DaVinci Resolve or any other video recording software, and you can also remove the noise in the background using the same software as well. So don't use OBS for effects and filters if your computer cannot support it. But if your computer can support it and it has no problem in doing anything, you can pretty much do whatever you want with it. So that was my tutorial for optimizing OBS and making it faster on any computer. Let me know in the comment section below what type of issues you were facing using OBS and if this tutorial helped you. If it helped you, please click on the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel for further updates. I will see you in my next tutorial. Till then, take care and bye-bye.